Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side.
Takes a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Neymar. Messi. And it's Lam. Balde. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, sweet feet. Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pedri. Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Ibrahimovic. Milan are looking to break at pace. Now this could be a chance. Balde. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Pelé. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. Azar. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Lam. He's found a way through. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. He's in space and looking for options. It's a goal kick. Carvajal. Azar. Raul. And it's Azar. Spread out to the left. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to pass it through. Maldini makes the interception. And it's Neymar. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's picked it up out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele going face to face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Valde. That is ended up in no man's land.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's having a go! And he can clear it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Scholes. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Rijkaard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And there's the shot! Oh no, this does not look... This time, surely! Goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Terrific header. It's run loose. That's another chance. He's having a shot. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Raul. Now it's Hazard. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Cleared away. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And that gets things running.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe going full steam ahead down the left flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Face to face with the keeper. Shoots! Goal! France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Gerrard. Tries from distance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Maldini plays it long. Look at the Pele! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. Now it's Villa. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yaya Toure. Nedved. Lovely pass. Can he finish? He's got a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And the shot! He's scored! And this is getting better and better. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Chance! And he's following up! Well, there's the clearance. João Cancelo proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Oh, super ball. And a chance! Oh, taken with style. Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. There was... And the first 45 minutes are up.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Number 10, Pele. Number 23,
And the action is back on the way.
coming on the field.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Substitutions taking place.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That had too much on it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that is a... Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again. And another try! And yes, it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Oh, what a mistake! Real chance! Oh, the ball's in for the pieces! Lacking in accuracy.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Pinches it off him.
Attendance for this match was 81,000.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And here's Nedved. Neymar. Shifted upfield. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Nedved. Can he get it through? And the shot! Goal! Milan! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now that looks a decent ball. And he's whipped it across. João Cancelo tries to clear.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught napping. Toure clears. I think we're just about done here.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And there goes the final whistle. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Just a quick request
Mbappe walking off with the spoils, richly deserved.
outside the stadium.
Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Yeah, simply a combination of one team refusing to be beaten no matter what,
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables...
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lam playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Milan have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Lovely ball. There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Iwobi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's a promising... It's Bale! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Bale has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back into the middle. And a chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Real chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Ambitious ball here. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's played through for him, and that is expertly dealt with. And that was very necessary.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Lam. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Beckenbauer, Maldini spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Well, he was... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And a quick announcement.
So there was the first half.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
goes Haaland. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Batistuta. Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Beckham. Bigo hurtling down that right flank. Nicely weighted ball. He slings it in. That'll be a corner. Milan have their second corner now. Bigo plays it short. In towards the back stick. And that has been cleared. And here's Hullet. And the ball's come loose here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's been shifted off it. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Floated through. That is good alertness. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Figo. And it's hoisted clear. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Adams is there and... Collar! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Lam. Hullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played.
And Hullet!
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very...
Skulls! Now, can they get him away? Now it's Batistuta.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Figo. Ball is over the line. And it's Lam. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely shaped ball.
They've been denied it.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. And here's Batistuta.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Has a look and plays it forward.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Threads one in. Oh, what has happened here? He's got away. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
And he cuts out the supply. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. And it's Nedved. Nedved. Oh, this is a very good run. Foot in. Scholes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's well spotted. David Villa. Batistuta. Oh, well played.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Ibrahimovic. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mbappe. Oh, important interception. And he's gone backward here. Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. Nedved in the hunt and looking threatening. Maldini. Mbappe. Mbappe. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
No, it's come to nothing. Has a look and plays it forward. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now he's off and running. Park Ji-sung. Toure calmly anticipates.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nedved. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic!
Oh, it was a brilliant way to more or less bring this first half to a close, and you can only applaud such a fabulous goal to separate these two teams, and from a player we should never really doubt.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to...
And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitution for Milan, number 23, Scholes. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Rijkaard. Substitution.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I'll be looking out for the mischievous Danny Carvajal because I think he brings a lovely balance down the flanks and he's capable of going both ways. He's added that extra element as well of intelligence where he's better at deciding when to go and when to stay. And he's really coming on in his game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Owen. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mbappe. Now it's Pele. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Knocks it out wide. Looking to play him in. And this is Pele. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. This to go one up. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Carvajal tries to clear. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Carvajal.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Nesta clears it away. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. Looking for the run. And this is Pele. And it's played into the middle. Milan have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. Spread it left. Looking to go deep. Climbs up big. It's there. And this is getting better and better. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Milan are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Milan, number 6, Nedved. Coming on to
And we're
replace
underway
him
again.
is number 15, Gullit. Substitution in progress.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gives it back. Cannavaro concedes a free kick for that. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Milan are down to 10 men. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Raul. Great vision. Oh, he's been caught napping. Pele. Milan in a very solid position, 2 to the good. And that could well leave a mark. Rijkaard gets it clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Robertson. And it's Zico. Oh, that's a key interception. It's run loose here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Ball is over the line. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's got away. Threads one in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now what about this cross? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Opts for safety. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! With so little time left, grandstand finish! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
7 minutes is number 5.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 16.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Striker. Number 2, Ferdinand. Number 3, Lilian Thuram. Number
Time
13,
added on will be
Figo.
2 minutes. Pull it and pull it! And that is quite wonderful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And that's that. Milan can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
Security staff for each block.
Your final
Please
thoughts, Jim?
report
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Scholes. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Rummenigge. Great vision. Lovely. Big chance! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lahm. Passing is crisp and sharp. Eto'o. Oh, this is a terrific run. Great defending, strong and determined. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Lahm plays it short. He came in hard, very hard.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Maldini gets it away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then.
Rummenigge. And the shot! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Nedved with the delivery. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Can't be expected to deliver.
Oh no, this does not look good. Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely spread. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. He's gone for goal. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And Yaya Toure! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yaya Toure actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Big header! It's bounced back off the post. Pele! Oh, that is rather wayward. Not the most convincing of passes, but it's Ronaldinho. Oh, well measured. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Deep cross. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Scholes. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Look at the space. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Lahm. And it's Messi. Back towards the middle. Maldini. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. It's run loose. Who's going to get... And Messi! Oh, it's come loose. For Olise. Has a look and plays it forward. Eto'o carries the ball. And it's half-time here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Azar. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Aimed beyond the defence. Spread neatly. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Threads one in. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found a way through. And he's cleared it back out. And claimed it back swiftly. Lahm has it out wide and in space.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to pass it through. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
60 minutes played. Hazard. Distributed tidily. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Figo. He rises! And he hits the net! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Eto. Oh, good spread. And it's Belletti. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Beckham. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So, third corner of the game.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Hazard. Number 18, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 15, Ronaldinho. Number 4, Olise. Coming on the field.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Number 9.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 8, Fazio.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. But he's well positioned. Eto! It's there! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the man...
He gets big! It's in! Right back in the game! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! He has done it! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Cruyff. That's been cut out, well played. Played out to the right. And it's Van Dijk. And it's made its way to him. Beckham. Pullet. Into the last 5 minutes. Beckham. And he's taking no chances there. Now, can they get it back? Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Out to the left it goes. And they've got a throw. Lahm.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Delivers with whip. Lahm clears. Figo. And now the breakaway. Figo. No, he can't get past him. Oh, what is having a shot? Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. It's a promising position. Here it is, crossed in. Put it! That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's I think superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Oh, good spread. Messi has a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Lam. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking to go deep. And they've got rid. Pele can so cleverly bypass. Oh no, this does not look good. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Bullish header! Goal! Milan! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's...
Shoots! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That'll be a throw. It's not an especially good pass, that. And this is Ronaldo. Pele. Christian. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. And he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Ronaldinho. Eto'o. And there's green grass ahead of him. Maldini with the slide tackle there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Azar. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Lam. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Referee has just said play on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Looking to play him in. Picked out brilliant shot, surely! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think...
Pele! Messi could try cutting inside here. And how did he not make it 4?
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! He scores! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Scholes. Nedved. Scholes. Out towards the flank. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Hit into the middle. Oh, what a climb! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And now he has 2. Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Threads one in. And this is Messi. Here comes the terrific header. It's in. How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
It's a mass exodus now.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 4, Olise.
And we're off
Coming
again.
on to replace him is number 21, Maradona.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Oh, he's played it in low. Decent chance! Oh, taken with style. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And the finish! They've done it! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi, and it's made its way to him. And the shot! And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
How many? Just how many?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Rummenigge, can he get on the end of this? Ah, and that pass just didn't quite work. Yaya Toure. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nedved providing an outlet on that flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on...
It's Scholes! Scholes! A princely strike! About as smooth as it gets.
And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And it's Lahm, and he's managed to get free. Lahm. No, he can't get past him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No, again, there's no way through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Azar. Ronaldinho. Lahm has it in a wide position. There's the delivery. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Has a look and plays it forward. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Azar. Nicely spread. He's shifting through the gears here. And that has been clubbed away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was quick to react. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pelé. Now it's Messi. He's gone for goal! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 15. Ronaldinho. Number
Lahm.
11. Hazard. Coming on the field.
Foot in.
Number 9.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 8. Baggio. Number
Bale, very
22.
much a man of this moment.
Substitution in
He's found a way through. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Roberto Baggio. And it's Cruyff. To Eto'o. Hullet. Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Up he goes! Oh, it rattles the bar. Maradona. Eto'o. Pull
There
it.
will be 3 minutes
Board
added
shows there
time.
will be 3 extra minutes. Cannavaro. Eto'o is sharing after that one. And here's Cruyff. Great vision. And he's in on... He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save. Nesta clears it away. Scholes. And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. Chance to deliver. Brilliantly cut out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he welcomes it in. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's with the keeper. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Scholes, nicely spread. Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Elise.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And this is Ronaldo. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rijkaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, smashing header! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi takes control of it and he's on Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. He rises! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've...
Real chance! Messi! Genius! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And that has been cut short. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's got the beating of his man.
Such good technique.
Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And he's managed to get free. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Scholes. Oh, super ball. He's having a go. It's loose now, and they want to get it. In he goes again. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And one more try. Just cruising. They are cruising. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Huzzah! And he hits the net. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And it's Scholes. It's Scholes! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. And that's been drilled in. And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're off again. Back into the middle. Nedved gives it back. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident. Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's really put himself on the line here. Good reason for optimism here. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that looks a decent ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but...
Oh, what a climb! It's there! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And there was his third And boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd...
And he's decided to go for it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Ronaldinho. Scholes. And that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Azar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that has not gone well. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Goes back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
That's a throw. Azar. Azar. Rummenigge. Now it's Pele. And it's Lam. Oh, super find. He's found a way through. Chance! That's a smartly directed ball. Rummenigge. And he was quick to react. Nedved. Nedved. Good, strong midfield running here. Rummenigge. And it's Ronaldinho. Short changes him with that pass. Into the last quarter of an hour. Belletti. Azar. Now it's Eto'o. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Nedved is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, played right into his path. Pele! It's Pele! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that's been won straight back. Now it's Pele. Looking to play him in. Cross flung in towards... Climbs up big! He should have put that one away.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
5 minutes left on the clock. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Lam is offering some... And he's had a hit! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Messi. Pele.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, here's a man adore. And there's the shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And the shot's on here. Big chance! And with that, the final whistle. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they react.